So our doctor walks in today and she's like, oh yeah, I forgot to say something. Any of our kiddos with brain tumors, we always like to make sure that they get their eyes checked because, stuff going on in the brain, stuff going on in the head, like we want to make sure that their eyes still work. And like John and I weren't even phased. How weird is that someone just walks in and be like, oh yeah, with brain tumors, and you're just not even phased. And I wanted to start off with that just to share that whatever occurs in your life, with time and with prayer and with patience, but mostly with time, things start to become manageable that you never thought would be manageable before. So as she just like drops the tumor bomb, like I still can't even barely say it. It feels like at first it was always just like lesion, like he's got 3 lesions, right? Because it freaked me out to say tumor. But now all of a sudden she's just like, oh yeah, by the way, tumor, let's set up an eye appointment. I'm like, cool, sounds good. We call and make an eye appointment. Like that's how things progress in our world. So good morning, sunshines. Callie Carroll here, and we are talking about perspective and how just the slightest change in the way you see things can change the world around you, and it really can reveal miracles, right? So as we're going through this just newfound challenge in our life with baby boy Witten back there, having found 3 tumors, let's just say the word, right? 2 in his skull and 1 in his hip, which diagnosed this rare form of cancer called LCH and diabetes insipidus. It's brought us to this point where we're sharing perspective and doing it in the best we can, right? With a smile on our face most of the time, and sometimes just freaking out. So today's going to be a little update. We just did Witten John. We just did Witten John's final Vinblastine chemo, whatever you guys, Vinblastine chemo, and I wanted to do an update around that. So, what's that? He's being so silly. Oh, guys, you guys put your 3 butterflies, say good morning, sunshine, share something you're grateful for. I'm grateful for the end of this chapter and starting our next chapter. Yay, say good morning, sunshine. Chemo. He says chemo. That's not odd either. He's desensitized as well. So we went in today for round 6 of our Vinblastine chemo, and therapy where you have to combine it with a steroid called prednisone. We are ditching this type of chemo and the prednisone.
You're right in the way of the mirror.
John wants to drive. He's like, Callie, I'm driving on a highway. Move this. Look at what Witten did me. He scarred me, you guys. Sorry about that, John Carroll. So anyhow, this is that, like, the prednisone has not been working well for him. So we advocated, we talked to another doctor down in Texas. We're moving. So today we're like basically just sharing and celebrating that we are off Vinblastine. Today we went in for our appointment. It always takes like 3 hours, you guys. But when we were there, we found out that his ANC, his absolute neutrophil count, was lower than what they want it to be for a full chemo session. So anything over 750, they can give him full chemo. His was at 720 today. If it's less than 700, they don't do chemo. So today they just did like a half dose, but it's going to be perfect. It means that it's blasting all of the cells as appropriately as we need so that we can get to the point where we're killing the crap. That's what we need to rename this, right? It's LCH Demolition Day. So we're taking care of that LCH, which is the Langerhans cell cytosis, whatever. Okay. So anyways, this is the last one. Next week we come in and we just do an x-ray so we can see all of the different tumors in his little body dissipating, disappearing. We've welcomed them and now they are welcome to leave, as we talked about yesterday. So that is basically our update for the day. And the perspective that I wanted to make sure that I shared with you guys just as we started off today is that whatever you have going on that seems so challenging in your life, at one point you're going to look back and you're like, wow, this isn't so crazy, this isn't so odd. And like some people be like, isn't that sad that you have to be like used to the word chemo or used to the word tumors? You guys, it's just a chapter. It's just a chapter, right? And God has a plan and we're learning from it. And do we have hard days? Absolutely. Do we have beautiful days and amazing moments? 99% of the time. It's just a chapter. So it's not, I wouldn't say sad, it's just a different part of life. And whatever you have that's going on in your world that might be, you want me to help you with it? You drop it? That might be challenging you? don't worry. Give it some time, give it some patience, give it some love, and eventually you probably won't even notice that it's there, or that things have changed, or that you're in this different chapter. So that is our Whit and John update. Miss Mac says, hi, John. Hi, Whit. She didn't say it in that voice. Hi, Miss Mac. Guys, we love you so much. Before you go, can you just share something in your life? You already shared a gratitude, right? But something or someone in your life that you are, that you just want to like shout out and say thank you to. Like maybe you just tag somebody that you want to say thank you, love you, for what they've done for you in your world, because the support system can often be the best thing ever. Okay, you guys, Whit and John update complete. Next week, guess what? We don't have chemo. So, I don't know, we're like on vacation. 2 week vacay. Bye, guys. Love you. Bye, guys.